Hi Sam. I hope you're doing well today.
Hi Alex. I'm great, thanks. What's the new word we're learning today?
Today, we're diving into the word
tolerant,
Oh, that sounds interesting. What does it mean?
tolerant,
means being open-minded or accepting of different ideas, beliefs, or behaviors. It's often used to describe someone who respects others' opinions, even if they differ from their own. The most common English meaning is open-minded, but be careful. It can be confused with
tolerieren,
which means to tolerate in a more passive sense.
So, it's more about being accepting rather than just putting up with something.
Exactly. You've got it. Now, let's look at the grammar.
tolerant,
Is an adjective and it doesn't change form for plural or gender. It's used like this.
ist tolerant,
Means he is tolerant, and for the comparative, you say.
toleranter,
And the superlative is.
am tolerantesten.
So, how would I say he is more tolerant?
You would say.
Ist toleranter.
And if you want to say he is the most tolerant, then it's.
Ist am tolerantesten.
Got it.
The word
Tolerant,
comes from the Latin word,
tolerare,
which means to bear or endure. It evolved in the Old High German as,
dulden,
which also means to tolerate. Isn't it fascinating how the meaning has stayed quite similar?
Yes, that is interesting. Language really evolves over time.
Now, let's break down the word.
tolerant,
Is made up of the root
toler,
and the suffix.
ent,
The root relates to bearing or enduring, and the suffix typically indicates someone who performs an action or has a quality.
So, it's like saying someone has the quality of bearing differences.
Exactly. Now, let's look at some similar words. Words with the same prefix
toler,
include,
tolerieren,
which means to tolerate, and
Toleranz,
meaning tolerance. 4 words with the same suffix.
ent,
We have,
dominant,
meaning dominant,
elegant,
meaning elegant, and
relevant.
meaning relevant.
Those are a bit easier to remember since they sound similar.
Yes, and one more example with the same compound pattern is
Resilient,
meaning able to recover quickly. Let's practice using
tolerant,
In real life. Imagine you're at work and you want to express that your team is accepting of diverse opinions. You could say,
wir sind tolerant gegenüber verschiedenen Meinungen.
Okay, let me try.
Wir sind toleranter gegenüber verschiedenen Meinungen.
That's close. But remember, you want to use the adjective form, so it should be.
Wir sind tolerant gegenüber verschiedenen Meinungen.
Another situation could be when you're talking about friends. You might say,
Sie sind tolerant zu ihren Freunden.
meaning they are tolerant to their friends.
So, I could say,
Ich bin tolerant zu meinen Freunden.
for I am tolerant to my friends.
Perfect. That's a great sentence. Lastly, let's think about a situation while traveling. You might say,
Ich bin tolerant gegenüber anderen Kulturen.
meaning I am tolerant towards other cultures.
I love that.
Ich bin tolerant gegenüber anderen Kulturen.
Well done. Now, for remembering the gender of.
Toleranz.
It's feminine, so you can think of it as a word that ends in.
ENZ.
A good mnemonic might be to picture a wise woman who embodies acceptance.
That's a vivid image.
As for usage notes,
Tolerant.
is more of a formal term, often used in discussions about ethics or society. Typical collocations include
Tolerant gegenüber. Tolerant sein.
and.
Tolerante Gesellschaft.
Just remember, it can sometimes be confused with,
Nachsichtig.
which means lenient or forgiving, so be careful with that.
I'll keep that in mind.
Let's do a quick recall check. First question, what does
Tolerant.
mean?
It means open-minded or accepting, right?
Correct. Next, what is the comparative form?
Toleranter.
Yes. How do you say they are tolerant to their friends?
Sie sind tolerant zu ihren Freunden.
Right again. What is the origin of the word?
It comes from Latin.
Tolerare.
Fantastic. And lastly, what gender is?
Toleranz.
It's feminine.
Great job, Sam. Today, we learned about
Tolerant.
its meaning, grammar, and usage. Remember, being tolerant is an important quality that fosters understanding and acceptance.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed this lesson.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.